Well, hey guys, I hope you're having a good day. Bubba just bumped into you. Sipping on my water here. So today I thought I would review for you guys, as you all had requested, some of my favorite lip products and things that I've been liking for lips and dry lips and sun protection on the lips. So I'll review some of my favorites and some of the ones that I think are really, really good. But importantly, one of the main reasons for dry lips that people don't realize is licking the lips, okay? And the reason this is when your lips get a little bit dry, your natural tendency is to lick them, to moisten them. But saliva evaporates from the skin and draws more water out of the skin of the lips and actually really exacerbates dry lips. So a common cause of dry lips is actually licking the lips, or people who chew a lot of gum, such as myself. The little droplets of spit that may not be noticeable to the eye, but that are constantly on the lips, by virtue of that, can evaporate and lead to dry lips. So that would be one cause of dry lips. Another cause, and a very, very common cause of kind of like dry, cracked, fissured lips, is what's called a contact dermatitis, to something that your lips are coming in contact with on a chronic basis. And then it can either be something that is chronically irritating your skin that's coming in contact with it, or something that you're actually allergic to that's coming in contact with the lips. Those are called contact dermatitis, and that can be quite common. Things that most commonly do that, or classic offenders, are fragrance in your lip products, which I've mentioned on here before that fragrance is commonly something that people become sensitized to and allergic to. Also, certain essential oils, if they have degraded, they can become irritating and or sensitizing, lending themselves to a proclivity for the individual to develop an allergy to them. And then, a variety of flavorants in lip products, things that make you not only want to keep putting them on, but keep licking them off and making this chronic wet and dry and sort of inflamed barrier. Those can really be things that you can become irritated by and or sensitized to and subsequently develop allergies to. Things like cinnamon and some of the mints and things like that. So things that taste good, a lot of the flavorants in lip products, unfortunately, can be things that you become sensitized to. Sometimes the colorant molecules can be likewise problematic. Propolis is a common ingredient in a lot of lip products. It's a derivative of beeswax, and it can be very allergenic. And so those are pretty common reasons that you may have like dry and irritated lips. And then so the best way to kind of repair dry, cracked lips is just a plain, greasy, fragrance-free, non-attractive like grease to the lips. And I'll go over some of my favorites in that category. But then the second component of care of the lips that I, underscore to you guys, that I try and really promote on here, is sun protection, because it's sun protection for the following reasons. Skin cancers on the lip are incredibly common, disfiguring, and difficult to treat. And your lips are functional parts of your face that allow you to communicate and that kind of thing. So skin cancers there can be really a bugaboo. Secondly, chronic irritation around the lips can lead to darkening of the skin around the lips, especially if you're a darker skin type, and that is driven by the sun. So it's really important to include sun protection in your lip skincare maintenance, if you will. And then the other reason to do it is if you have a tendency towards cold sores, little viral cold sores, sun will oftentimes trigger an outbreak of a cold sore. You may be aware of that because sun, as I've mentioned on here before, ultraviolet light from the sun lowers the immune system in the skin, and makes it susceptible to if you have a tendency to develop these, they're more likely to occur after sun exposure. So good skincare of the lips involves barrier protection with an inert moisturizer, and I'll go over some of my favorites, and sun protection. So at nighttime you don't need sun protection, when you're going out on your dates and that kind of thing, or you're sleeping at night, you don't really need sun protection. And probably one of the best ingredients in a lip product is petrolatum, which is a mineral oil derivative. And I know there's a lot of concern around mineral oil, and there's no evidence of any threat to human health from applying mineral oil or paraffin to the skin. And and it continues to be used in medicine with no untoward effects towards human beings. And so that is really what I find to be the best thing. So, and in that category, this is like what I would call medical grade skincare. I have a little sample here. This is just plain white petrolatum. This is actually what we use, to help people. This is actually what we tend to have in our clinics in medicine. And so you can see it comes out real thick and greasy. This is 100% petrolatum. So, I mean, here I'll just put a little, my lips are going to get really hydrated from doing this to, I guess, combat the talking. But this is a good one, just plain petrolatum. And then as far as plain petrolatum, there's always good old-fashioned Vaseline. And I just love this sweet little Vaseline pot. This is just plain Vaseline petrolatum. So this is another great one. And I love that it comes in this little baby thing. So, it's cute. I like him. So there's that one. So, obviously both plain petrolatum and Vaseline, and the plain petrolatum and Vaseline are fragrance-free and, free of any common allergens. Another product that is also excellent used in this manner is Aquaphor Healing Ointment. I love this stuff. The one shortcoming of Aquaphor, even though it appears to be completely even though it appears to be just completely 41% petrolatum, it does have an ingredient in it called lanolin, which is an excellent moisturizer, an excellent ingredient to have in something like this. However, allergies to lanolin do occur. They're not super common, but if that is you, and you're like, I use Aquaphor and that doesn't help, it actually makes it worse. It may be the lanolin in it that's bothersome to you. Vaseline does not have lanolin in it. So that is a shortcoming of Aquaphor that just plain Vaseline does not have in it. This is actually dimethicone based, which is another great barrier ointment. And this is found in a product that I really love, called Vani-Ply from the makers of Vani Cream. This is free of, again, fragrance, lanolin, parabens, and formaldehyde, anything that you might be allergic to. None of these ingredients are dangerous. If you're not allergic to them, there is no reason to avoid them. But if you are allergic to them, or your skin is irritated by these ingredients, then that is a good reason to avoid them. And Vani-Ply is an excellent choice, and if that is you, or if that's not you and you just want to avoid those things. And then the one that I use and love, and you guys know from my nighttime skincare routine, is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. This is a big tube of it, but apparently they figured out that it's a great lip barrier protectant, and they started making it in a baby tube that you can keep in your purse. So I like that. It's got petrolatum at 46.5%, so it's super thick. And it's also got my favorite ingredients, the CeraVe Ceramide Mix, which is very helpful is very helpful in dry and parched skin. It also has hyaluronic acid in it, so I really love this product like a ton. I mean a ton. This is one of my favorites. It's fantastic. All right. So I love those. I love the CeraVe. I would say my favorite for me personally is that CeraVe healing ointment. I don't really use Aquaphor to my lips that much. I use Vaseline a fair amount too. And when I was in residency, I used to carry one of these in my scrub pocket, and I was constantly putting this on from that. So yeah, I've used that a fair amount. Okay, so moving along to lip products that have sun protection in them. You know, again, I mentioned that common offenders for people developing sensitivities to or allergens to are fragrance and some of the dyes that, you know, your lip products are dyed with, your lip products are colored with, but also sometimes sunscreens can be a problem, unfortunately. So the sunscreen ingredient that is least likely to cause any kind of allergy or irritation is just plain zinc and or titanium dioxide, the physical sunscreens. And the same holds true with your sunscreen application to the lips as it does for the body. And that while you're outdoors, you want to keep reapplying, probably even more, to be honest with you, because, you know, you're talking and licking your lips inevitably, and it probably wears off a lot more expeditiously than sunscreen say on your nose, for example. So you got to find one that you like and you feel comfortable using over and over again throughout the day and you love using. And that can be the trickiest thing. But for me, I really enjoyed this Vanicream Lip Protectant Sunscreen. It's by the same brand that makes the Vani Ply. Again, it's completely free of anything that might be allergenic to you, including gluten, and it has no fragrance in it, and this is titanium zinc oxide. And one common concern about sunscreen stuff for the lips is like the blendability, and honestly the titanium dioxide is the thing that leaves out kind of white goopy stuff. This does have it a little bit. Here, I'll just show you. But I find that it does go into the lips pretty nicely. But yeah, this is a great one, and I think it blends in nicely. It does kind of alter the coloration of your lips a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be super white. I don't know. And then moving down the sunscreen train, one sunscreen lip balm that I myself have not tried, but I picked up recently and I'm super excited about because you brilliant folks brought it to my attention. This is the Pacifica SPF 30 sunscreen sun and lip care mineral lip balm. This is fantastic. It's zinc titanium, just like this, and it does not have any fragrance. It doesn't have any of the chemical sunscreen filters, which, while safe and effective, can be irritating. And personally, I find them to be irritating on my lips. So I'm excited to try this one. It does have some flavor. It does have flavor to it, which could be a problem for you. So if this bothers you, maybe it's the flavor. Flavor being an irritant, not you just don't like the taste of it. Or maybe you like the taste of it and you're just licking it off. And it also has sweet almond oil in it, which I imagine tastes good, and stevia, which is a sweetener, kind of a sweetener. So, and it has, it's got oryzanol on it. So that comes from the Korean skincare line, from the rice extract. But anyways, the other thing that I think probably appeals to you guys about this as well, and that I try and look out for on here, is that it is cruelty-free and vegan, and it's got our little friend the bunny on it. So if that's what you're looking out for, if you're looking out for the bunny, he's on there. And it's also safe for the coral reefs. So if you're looking out for that, then there you go. So I'm pretty excited to try him because my Vanicream one is almost out. Another sunscreen that you guys brought to my attention that I'm also excited to try out, and I picked it up because I want to try it and I want to make a few talking points about it to you. It's the Baby Lips SPF 20 clinical strength lip balm. Can you see that? by Maybelline. I've used baby lips before, not a sunscreen one, but the pigmented ones, and I really liked them. This one has 2 chemical filters in it, octinoxate and octisalate, so not as great of a sunscreen as the zinc titanium ones in terms of its reliability. You really have to be really diligent about applying this, but I think if you tolerate this, you may be very likely to reapply it quite a bit. A strength of this over anything else that I've talked about on here, particularly if you are somebody who is a darker skin type and is like bothered by the dark discoloration around your lips, I get questions about that a lot. This has an ingredient in it called iron oxide, which while not listed as an active ingredient, is listed as an inactive ingredient, and has been demonstrated recently to block some of the broader non-sunlight, non-UV wavelengths, the visible light, the light that you see, some of those wavelengths which contribute to persistent darkening. So this may be a good ally for you if you tolerate it and you find yourself just applying. This may be a good one for you. A shortcoming of this is that it's got a ton of fragrance in it, and it's not transparent in the labeling at all. Okay, I hate it when they do this because it's not fair it's not fair to the consumer with allergic contact dermatitis to fragrance. They have listed limonene, citral, linalool, hexylcinnamol, geranol, eugenol. These are ingredients in fragrance mix, okay? So they've just kind of separated out all of the ingredients and listed them. So I don't like it when companies do that because it's not apparent to the consumer who has allergic contact dermatitis to fragrance that fragrance is in fact in this. So that doesn't make me warm in my heart, but you know, as far as a sunscreen, it seems decent, and if you like it and use it, it is that bumps it up in terms of its utility. So there you go. One sunscreen that for the lips that I don't care for, that just did not work for me and I found to be incredibly irritating, surprisingly, was my friend Elta MD here, who, you guys know I love my UV Sport combination sunscreen. I also love my tinted zinc titanium sunscreen, and this one is a combination sunscreen. It's got zinc and octinoxate in it. I find whenever I use this, I just get a ton of irritation from it. I don't know, on this particular tube they don't have the inactive ingredients listed in it. I suspect it's something in the inactive ingredients that bothers me, but still worth a try. This one is probably pricier though, so I don't know. I haven't had good results with this ever, so not really one of my favorites. Moving along to kind of non-sunscreen, like going out, want to keep the lips moist, but you know, you have a little bit more going on. That's fun. Some other lip things that I've recently been trying that I wanted to share with you guys are the... I've really been liking this Neutrogena Hydra Boost. I've really been liking this Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Lip Shine with hyaluronic acid in it. I'm not a lip gloss wearer. It drives me nuts when it's that sticky stuff and that shiny glossy nonsense and my hair sticks in it. Oh my gosh, that is like a personal Hades for me. I cannot stand it. This, I was dubious to pursue this. I finally cracked into it after you guys requested, and I gotta say, I really like it. It does not do that sticky icky thing, and it is actually very hydrating. The color that I've been using is this soft blush, which is basically like nothing because I can't be bothered with that. But one thing that I like about it, you know, just as far as an engineering thing, is the applicator. Okay, when the applicator comes out, can you see that? When the applicator comes out, I mean, maybe this is common to lip glosses and I'm just naive, but it extracts the product in such a manner so as to evenly distribute it on both sides, so that you have one application to the bottom and then the other side is one application to the top. And I mean, it requires like no, like, you know, re-dipping and re-pumping and all that nonsense. So it's like very easy to apply, and you know, as far as me, one thing one thing about makeup that I think really keeps me from ever caring about it is like the need to reapply makeup. No, thank you. Like I've got enough to keep up with the sunscreen. I can't be reapplying makeup. And this, you know, like all lip things, invariably wears off. But I have to say, when this wears off, your lips are still soft and hydrated and feel great. So it's like, you know, a two-for. You know, you get a little bit of shine, a little bit of coloration or whatever, and they make this in a variety of colors. And it really is hydrating on the lips, so I love that. And then as far as I can tell, a similar product that I also really love, although I don't care for the packaging, it's just difficult to get into the thing, is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. It's the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Lip Treatment with Hyaluronic Acid. I really like this at nighttime. No sunscreen in this, fragrance-free, and so that's great. Let me just double check under the label here. Ugh, they hide it under the sticky icky. Always check ingredients, you know. Yeah, this one's pretty benign. This one really doesn't have much in it. Oh, it's got beeswax in it, which is fine, you know, not a problem. But if you're one of those who's allergic to propolis, not gonna be your friend. So I like him. He's my friend. He worked out for me, but might not work out for you. But the one that I would say is probably like a no-brainer if you're at all worried about irritation and that kind of thing, and you just want like good hydration, good sun protection, like no nonsense kind of thing. The one who is winning that I've tried and love is the Vanicream one. I mean, this is one that I would, you know, this is one that I tell patients about, okay? I mean, I don't tell patients about things like this because like they have no role in like treatment of disease. I'm just telling you guys about it because it's like a lifestyle thing and I'm kind of liking it and it functions to make my lips soft and it's aesthetic. But, you know, for like actual disease prevention and, you know, forming a barrier, the two key components, this one really has it in it. It's the Vanicream Lip Protectant Sunscreen. So love that. But yeah, so those are all the lip products that I've got on my arsenal and that I kind of love and use, and you know, many of which I advocate a broader audience to use. I'm excited to try the ones you guys recommended. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Oh, I gotta take a sip from Bubba. Give it a thumbs up. Comment below on what comment below on what lip products you like, and I know you guys have mentioned the Sun Balm one. I need to check him out. I think he's safe for the coral reefs too. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, please comment below on what your favorite lip products are, and I will include all of these in the description box for you guys. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!